I hear the voices inside my head, see voices behind the wall, uplifting the underdog, we fighting above the law.
Hello, Wang. Can you guys hear me okay? Hey, Frankie, Yanni, Punksy. Okay, good. Thank you. All right, there's the link if anybody wants to join me up here. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get into it, am I? Nope. Let's see here. Maybe this way. Okay, there we go. Hi, Sharon. Outdoorsy Life, welcome. Good to see you. Oh, here's my chat. Okay, now I can pin it. There we go. Booyah. All right, we'll give it one more minute. Let me see here. Are you fucking kidding me? Sorry, give me 1 minute. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Oh my gosh, why won't it let me? Aha. Okay, we're gonna just lower that. Okay, let's see here. Why is it doing this to me? All right, well, this is what we'll just do it a different way. We will just do it a different way. There we go. There we go. There's a good spot, right? Hi, Heathen. Good to see you. Can you guys still hear me okay? Okay. Oh, I forgot my pot. Okay. Okay, y'all. So I'll just get into it. You can? Okay, good. I'll just get into it. So, I told everyone that Nicole banned me from the Zena. There you are. Hey, boo. I was told that Nicole banned me, right? I still believe it was Nicole, not sure. But the other day, Courtney's aunt reached out to me. Hey, lady. And said, so I hear you think that Nicole blocked you from Courtney's group, but if you would have just asked, I would have told you that it was me that did that. I said, oh, okay, good to know. Thanks. And then I was like, you know what? I have to ask her why. Why would she do that? You know, when I came around and made a fuss about her niece, why would she block me out of the group? So I said, why? Because, you know, too much focus on the friends group. What? Right? And yeah, she thinks that I focus too much on the friends group and that I went too light on Mark and Melissa. So that's how she feels. That's on her to feel. I mean, like, that's, I guess, like, I can't say that's fair or not fair, right? That's how she feels. But I mean, I do know for facts Nicole is a mouthpiece in their ears. So she's been the mouthpiece for the family for however long now, 2 decades almost. Yeah. So, yeah, she thinks I went too easy on Melissa and Mark and that I narrowed in too much on Nicole and Sam and Thomas. The problem is, and I said to her, I said, well, that's interesting because a lot of the people that stop me that are locals, not going to say anyone who, but, you know, they kind of all seem to feel the same way. And she's like, well, then they should go and talk to the law. I'm like, yeah, I agree. Whatever. You know? Now there is things that I held back about Mark Struble, Courtney's father. But I held it back because maybe I shouldn't have. Perhaps it's not fair to everybody when I'm covering the case. I shouldn't have held it back. I don't know. If I'm going to be honest with you guys, I still stand by my decision on what I did. And why I did that is because I know how these streets are. I didn't want them to just be tunnel focused on a certain thing. Oh, yep, it's Mark. Because it's been finger pointing to Mark the last 2 decades. Okay. No one's really done a deep dive into the friend group. And I can't, what I told Courtney's aunt, I'm like, not talking versus lying to me, it's the same. Like, I don't know why. And she was like, no, Mark talks, but he just lies. He lied to you a lot. And that's her opinion. And that's fair. Right, Zena. So I'll be honest. And the link is pinned if you guys want to join me up here. Can you still hear me okay? Hi, lady. Oh, they're awesome. But I'm going to put this video public, I think. I do think. I haven't put any of the other members' stuff public. I don't think. I've been keeping it to members. But this, I think, will be public. So just keep that in mind. I may or may not put this public. I don't know. I may just do a separate public live about this. But I wanted to run it over with you guys first because kind of see what you guys feel before I do this. I don't know. Hi, Punksy. Thanks for joining. So I'll just spit it out. There was a situation long ago with Mark Struble and Courtney's mom, Joy Struble. Mark got arrested and did time for this. He has a kidnapping charge. I think it's a kidnapping and battery charge against his ex-wife. Now, I was trying to find, I've got to find, I know I have it somewhere saved, but I couldn't find it today, and it's hard for me to find. But I do have some news articles on the situation. I hope that people by now, especially you guys, know me good enough and Mark good enough to know, like, yeah, it looks bad, it sounds bad, but we honestly don't think one has to do with the other. We really, really don't. But everyone's going to feel differently about it. So yes, I can't remember the exact story. I don't want to say too much without pulling up the articles for you, so I'm going to find them. Hi Brandy, and I'm going to show you guys. But yes, he did get arrested for kidnapping and assault or battery on Joy. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, that was even before Courtney ended up moving from her mom's and wanting to live at her dad's house. So that's another reason I didn't really take that and want people, like, I didn't put that out there for a reason. And that's another reason why. Because if it's so serious and we're supposed to be holding that against Mark now because Courtney's missing, why was she ever allowed to go over there to live? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I made the choice to keep it out, covering it the first round. Again, not sure if that's the right decision or not right now. Talking about it, I still think it was the right decision, but maybe not. Everyone's going to think differently. But yeah, that did happen. I'll find the article so I can read what the article says, but it is something I talked to Mark about. You know, hopefully people trust me enough to know that I wouldn't just cover for Mark. I didn't just cover for him and think, oh, well, I don't want to show this because, you know, he's guilty and I want to protect the guilty, like some people will say about me, right? But the simple fact is, even after this, however bad it may sound to you guys, Courtney's mom still let Courtney move in with her dad after that happened. Okay. So again, another reason I didn't bring it in there. Do you guys remember? Oh, good. You've got a folder on Courtney. Good. Because get a new one because we got to do this again. Spring's coming. The snow's going to be cleared up. The girls would like to go around with us. We're going to show the girls the whole thing and go over it. Maybe the girls have some fresh ideas or questions, or, you know, going over it again after some time too. As you guys know, we do in cases because we might pick up something. If you guys remember, Bobby is someone I really liked. One of the only people that I really, really like. He's so passionate. And I can tell you Bobby's been like back and forth in his head. And it's because Nicole gets her claws into people. And also, like, these folks have all known each other all their lives too. You know what I'm saying? Bobby is Mark's cousin. Now, there is a record with Bobby as well. And, you know, I think beating up his girlfriend or something at one point many, many years ago. Didn't tell everybody that at that time either, because does that matter? Does that have anything to do with Courtney? No. Does it bring Courtney back? No. Because quite honestly, Bobby never even really knew Courtney. But it was her dad's cousin. So his interview, I still stand by. I still will talk to Bobby, still want to hear more from him. Now, I can't ignore that everyone that does stop us who's locals, I don't know these people. I have no like friends that I've made here in this town, but people stop me, and it's always Walmart. And you know what? They all kind of think the same. They're like, yeah, you're doing a good job. We haven't, it seems to me like a lot of people that have known these people, even when they were kids, like the one lady who just recently in the last 2 weeks stopped me at Walmart, had no idea who she was. I was being crabby with Mark and the girls because I was like, we were grocery shopping. We just weren't agreeing. So I was like, oh, I'm going to go sit on the bench and y'all can shop. I'll wait for you. And I was sitting on the bench. This lady starts walking up to me, and I was like, no way, she's walking up to me. I don't know her, right? And she did. She gave me a little friendly tap in the arm. She's like, I know you. I'm like, I don't think you do. I must look like someone you know. She's like, no, I watch your channel. I'm like, oh, shit. And she proceeded to tell me that when Nicole was a little girl, she had this imaginary friend and that she was very weird, very weird. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And it was a problem because Nicole's mom was actually talking to the other, her friends and people in the town know about it. And this is when Nicole was a child. I cannot get over the fact that Nicole lied to us. And she's been lying in the articles that I've read. Almost any article you find on Courtney Struble, Nicole's mouth and hands and words are all up on that. And I don't like that. Yeah, she was sus. Now, we can't forget the fact that she kept saying, I don't know when the last time I hung out with her. I can't remember. To the hotel manager happened to be Nicole's cousin. Remember that, right? She said, oh, my cousin was with Courtney when she went missing. I said, oh, she was? And if you guys remember, hey, Yanni, hey, boo. If you guys remember, I thought she meant Kendra because I was talking a lot to Kendra. Now, I was like, oh, you're Kendra's cousin. She goes, no, I'm Nicole's cousin. I said, oh, and it got so weird because I didn't want the cousin to know that was news to me, right? So I had to play this thing. But yeah, right away she got on the call with Nicole. So I tried to call Nicole. Then Nicole kept trying to call me off the hook like a few minutes after that. And I wasn't answering on purpose. I was like, she's trying to fix this. Like something just happened. She's not happy about it. And she's trying to fix this, right? So, yeah, I waited till Nicole wanted to do her interview live, and I waited until that moment. I said, so you were with Courtney? And she was like, oh, I'm like, so you weren't with her that night at, 7? Were you with her? And then she's like, yeah, I was with her that night. Well, how late? Like when, what time? Oh, I think we all left the Wicklow Center, I don't know, 7. And then we were talking outside as our group as friends for a little while. I'm like, okay. Then everyone parted ways. She's like, yeah, me and my other friends went one way. And then Sam and Courtney and whatever went one way. And then the other and Kendra went another way. All these friends all broke up different, whatever. And all went their own way, their merry way. I'm like, oh, okay, so about 7:30 then? Yeah, 7:30. So Nicole goes, Courtney's best friend, goes from not remembering the last time she hung out with Courtney to narrowing it down to 7:30 that night with me. Now, if you think that I believe that it was 7:30 that night, fuck no. I believe she knows what happened to Courtney. I don't give a shit who has what record. You don't lie like that unless you know more. What about the description of clothing she went missing, wearing, changing a few months after she was? I know. Yes, exactly. The clothes that she went missing, I believe the hoodie colors changed. I'm pretty sure that would have been from the last peep seeing her. No, could be. It could be. What did Outdoorsy say? Honestly, I don't know anything about Courtney's case. Go back in my history about maybe a year or a little more than a year ago, Outdoorsy. I don't know if you can search in my thing. I'll make a Courtney Struble playlist. I'll ask Mark to help me. I don't know how to make a playlist, but I will ask Mark to help me with that. But we're gonna go over it again. Outdoorsy, so that's okay too. We're just gonna start over. So what do you guys think about the situation with Mark and Joy? So Courtney's mom and dad. Now, mind you, yes, they are separated. Courtney had a stepmom named Melissa. Melissa has never talked, but she had an attorney tell her not to talk. People can think that's suspicious or they can think that's smart. That's her right. She got an attorney, whether people think that makes her look suspicious or not. And she did what the attorney told her to do, which was not talk. And that's what any good attorney is going to tell their client to do. And that's what she did. So I can't hold that against her, can I? Because she did what she was told by an attorney. Right? So take that for how you want it. And again, the situation with Joy Courtney had a stepdad too. Nobody's ever told me much about Courtney's relationship with the stepdad. Why did Courtney want to leave living with her mom? Oh, because Mark was more fun. He's the fun dad. Joy is so strict, blah, blah, blah. So strict, you're going to go let her live with him? Even though he got arrested for kidnapping and assault on you? So I don't understand. There's something I'm completely missing with that because I don't understand that whatsoever. Yeah, right, Zena. That's in around here. Yeah, I can see what you can't falter this small town. Shit, the cops pulled us over, parked in the parking lot of a cannabis store that's legal to go to. Did you have cannabis before coming here? What the fuck are you doing? Like, Mark's like, shut up, Cher. Because I'm like, no, he has no business coming up to us in the fucking parking lot asking us that. For why? That makes 0 sense. What are you doing here? Buying cannabis? Yeah, it's legal. It's a fucking store. Did you have cannabis before coming here? No, we've been out for a few days. That's why we're at the store. So yeah, the cops around here are bored and hungry, okay? So yeah, lowering up around here. And from what all the locals that have talked to me tell me, yeah, that was probably a wise decision. Now, another fucked up thing is that it seems to me the cold case agent and the best friend have some kind of bond. Why is she allowed to go and read over things? You're telling me you'll question things and get the case opened up again if we find any new information. Hey, Frankie. Right, Zena? What's it say in here? What's it say on this one? Did you tell me to shut up, Frankie? Shut up, Jer. Okay. So this one says last seen 1 a.m. Okay, so it's even changed an hour. The time's changed too. July 9th, 2004, when last seen, she was wearing a gray bunny hug, orange shirt, and blue jeans. Courtney has a birthmark on the nape of her neck and a 1.5-inch scar on her left shin. That's, yeah, Zena. Yeah. Hey, squids. Hope you're doing well too. No problem. So, okay, so what do you guys think? What we should focus more on Mark, Courtney's aunt says, the mom's sister. We should focus more on Mark still, Mark and Melissa. Why not Joy's boyfriend or husband at the time. Like, why just Mark and Melissa? It's been focused on Mark and Melissa. Trust me. From day one, they've been focused. Mark's house was searched when he moved out of that house, because I think it got foreclosed on or something. But when they moved, that where they were living in that house at the time of Courtney's disappearance, the house got tore down and a new house built. You know that when that house got tore down, all of it, it was searched. They looked that house over, I want to say, did Mark say, several times. Nothing. Start tagging McCoon. Oh, yes. I didn't do any tags on this one because it's just members, so it doesn't really matter. But when I do that, yeah, I will. And I hear that Sam's in Latman. So I'll start tagging around the locals. Yeah, tagging Esteban sure gets people locally over there on watching. So I thought about putting it on the Discover Esteban Facebook page, just putting Courtney's face and saying, if anyone has any information, please contact me. Mark, Melissa, Joy, and her old man are all innocent in my God's honest opinion. These children of the corn, in my opinion, allegedly, and all that shit. No. Yes. Now, the boyfriend at the time, Sam, claims the night she went missing was the first night that he was so happy to be back together with Courtney, and he had to go live at his grandparents for, a summer, and he just got back, and him and Courtney got back together. First night together watching movies, and you're 13, 14, 15. Are you falling asleep at 10 o'clock at night? No, there was a fucking party. We're not stupid. So apparently Sam falls asleep. Poor teenage boy overworked with his 13-year-old girlfriend over. Yeah, sure. And Courtney wants to go home, so she's just going to walk home in the middle of the night all by herself. And that's okay with Sam. But then Sam's brother Thomas comes home. Sam's older brother Thomas comes home and says, I offered Courtney a ride home and she said no. Oh, really? Okay. So Sam's older brother offered Courtney a ride home. She says no. Sam falls asleep. The best friend says, oh, I didn't see her at all. I was with her at 7:30 that night. Again, do we buy 7:30? No, because she already lied about all the rest. So we definitely don't believe 7:30, right? I believe, no, we don't believe that, right? Nobody with half a brain believes that. Quarter of a brain. No. Hey, Sonia. And then, poof, Courtney just disappears. Okay. Sure. Now, Mark is an easy target because of his history and his arrests. He's an easy target. Oh, it's him. Look at his record. He's a bad dude. You think she ran away? Yeah, because on the off chance that she got trafficked, but the law around here says that she's been murdered and that somebody around here knows more and that they need to talk. They believe Courtney's been murdered and that her remains are somewhere in Esteban, buried somewhere, or they're somewhere. She's somewhere around Esteban, that somebody knows more. That's what the law says now. But they didn't say that until just a couple years ago. This started out as they considered Courtney a runaway because she did run away a couple times. So, but mind you, she's 13. So she was listed as a runaway for the first 6-7 months. Then it went to a missing person. Then it went to she's been murdered. And somebody knows more. Her remains are somewhere here in Estevan. Ran from them children? Yeah. Those children lied. I think so. The number one highway goes all the way across Canada from east to west. It's a major trafficking route. So many poor Indigenous women and girls, particularly. Yes. And Moose Jaw, I remember when Mark took me out there, written on right on the freeway, on the bridges, like the pillars to hold the bridge up, says something like evil sacrificing children and trafficking. Stop the trafficking and sacrificing of women and children. Like that's what it says on the Moose Jaw fucking ramp thing. I remember like, oh shit. It was when we took the bike trip I saw that. I was like, oh my God, what? Seriously? And you guys already know there was some weirdness going on, which, yeah, when we were looking at the bikes, there's all kinds of shit in Regina that, like, when we're in Regina, I tell my girls, like, I don't like them to go too far because honestly, Regina scares me. I don't want my girls walking around even Estevan at night now, with knowing Courtney's case, quite honestly. Yeah, definitely. Somebody emailed me. They made a new missing poster for Courtney. I put it on my TikTok. And I would need to figure out how to download that as a picture again so I can share that. They lied to the law, said she ran to BC. Yeah, they made up the whole trucker with her wallet. And then the dad was like, no, her wallet was there. That's all Nicole. I think she was probably running for, yeah, something. Yes, please. Yeah, please send that to me now that I can't get onto my old phone right now. Not even on the computer anymore. Yeah, so what I think I'll do is I'll just leave this one as members, but we'll start digging into Courtney's case publicly again. But I was very curious, like what you guys, and I think, well, I know some of the locals even, they have to know because Mark Struble, Courtney's dad's arrest was like in the papers and stuff. So the locals know that, and they still feel the same as I do too. Yeah. Yes, I think so, Zena. I mean, the other thing too is I was in the same room with these people. I think energy definitely should count for something, that the energy given off. You guys saw how uncomfortable I was with Nicole. How dark and heavy that shit was. I sat 2 feet from Mark's face and said, "Did you murder your daughter?" And there was only one other person that I actually had to ask that. Well, any case I touch, I'll ask them, like, you got to tell me the truth of shit because I cannot help you if you don't. Doesn't matter how bad it looks, how bad it sounds. It doesn't matter. But the other person was Dawn Wells. Dawn, I'll help you, but you need to tell me the truth. Did you do something to Summer? Did you kill Summer? No. Okay. Okay, but if you lie to me, you lie to me. I can't help you if you lie to me. You know? No, I'm not lying. Okay. Guess what? Mark Struble's definitely more believable than Donald Wells. I'll tell you that right now. Joy kept her room the same for all those years. Oh, see, yeah, I don't think Joy's involved. I don't. But I don't think Mark's involved either. I just think between the two families, there's definitely a lot of hurt. And again, Mark's just the easy one to blame, honestly. And if that's how they cope with it, I mean, that's their prerogative, I guess. Let's see here. Let me go back here. Let's pull up. Yeah, I'd say so. So close to the border and shit, Xena. Like, no. Perhaps I'm just too overly like protective or something, but when the girls leave here, I'm always like, "You got your knife?" Like I, yeah. And I'm not a helicopter mom. Yeah, that's how small town kids be. They just.
One, two, three, cut. Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh, no worries. I'm an open book.
Right away, I'd like to start with why your wife is not here today.
Oh, she had to look after her dad.
Okay.
Her dad has an appointment up at the hospital, so and has to change his bags and get flushed and you name it or otherwise you get backs up, full pain, blood in the bags, all that stuff. So
Yes, absolutely, squids. Yep, absolutely.
her dad's a priority.
Absolutely. Well, she's been in contact and you've been laying messages.
Yes.
And stuff too, so I know she was actually really excited for it today. So,
That she wanted to talk to her Donna, Reverend Donna. She's really a fan of hers, so.
We're still gonna give her a call and say hello with
Okay,
you here
yeah.
today, and then
She told me to give Donna your numbers, so her home number. So
I will then, if you leave that with me, I will pass that to. I call Miss Donna, Reverend Donna.
So this is the time I begged Reverend Donna, and she said yes. So we actually had Reverend Donna for a phone call with Mark. We were all there, put them on the phone together, whatever, and that's when Reverend Donna said, "Yep, I'll help you guys." And then Reverend Donna told me she kept changing the price. And Mark, so Melissa was willing to speak to one person, and it was Reverend Donna. The one person that, the one, I guess, suspect or witness to this case that no one else has gotten to talk to. And Reverend Donna turned that down because Courtney Struble's not a high profile case that she can make money on. Ain't that fucking sad? Ain't that sad? So yeah, there's a reason why I dogged the shit out of that fake ass phony fraud bitch now. Because that's all she is. It's all she ever talked to me about was money, 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 money.
I know. I noticed that was Miss Donna, Miss Melissa. Huh? What? Huh? Okay.
I try to be respectful. So we're going to start off with a hard question, and I will. You don't want to speak for your wife, but I'll kind of ask for both of you in general because you guys were together that night. but
We were
right-
together for many nights.
Many nights. So were you, either of you, involved in the disappearance of your daughter, Courtney?
No,
Okay. And I have to ask you, did you kill your daughter?
of course not. No.
Okay. And do you trust that your wife did not kill your daughter, Courtney?
I know she didn't because she was with me the whole time moving out
Okay.
of the house that we lost.
Okay. Oh, and about that, so I heard that you were all packed up, ready to go.
Yes.
At the time of her disappearance.
Yes, we were just, yeah, it was just, the bank came with the papers with the lawyer and the sheriff and everything, and you got to go. He gave us the papers. Wow. Next thing you know, the next couple of days, bang, Courtney, just what the, just one thing after another. So.
How long after your daughter went missing until you had to get out of that house?
We were in the process at the time. This is when she was still living there, before she was gone. Courtney knew.
Yeah. And did you move like a week after her disappearance, a month?
No, we were in the process right then and there. Like,
Oh.
that's why I gave her permission that she could go over another night to spend the night
Oh,
with
I see.
Kendra.
Okay. So you-
Because we got told, served with the papers, yeah, because when you're making almost.
So Courtney was staying with her friend named Kendra. And it was one night, but it turned into 2 nights. Courtney said, "Can I stay again?" And it was summer break. So, and they're in the middle of moving. And Mark was like, "Yeah, fine."
Almost minimum wage and everything. It's kind of hard. So.
Do you, Frankie?
Okay. The other big rumor, you and Melissa were abusive.
It's a rumor, but no. I know she didn't like Melissa, but she was a stepmom.
Stepmom. That's
Well, her one diary says, what was it? Let me see. It's the same here as at mom and dad's, or at mom and Bob's. So, what you call it? Yeah, because she had rules.
Yeah.
You can't just run like you're 21 years old. You're 13.
So even Mark is saying Joy had rules.
How long was she living with you?
I think since after
think
Christmas,
Mark had
after the
rules.
New Year, I think, roughly around in there.
Okay.
Because it was still wintertime because her and her mother were having problems and stuff. Okay, fine. She wanted to go live with dad.
So good several months.
Yeah, a good several months. I enrolled her in school. She went every day to my mom's.
All right, so far, what's the poll? Let's compare to Don Wells if we need to. What do you, this little bit, some of you watched it before, remembering back now. Frankie, I see you, boo. But how do we feel? Do we feel he seems sincere? Is he pulling the wool over my eyes? Like, I feel like I have a really good radar for bullshit men in general. The city children were different. Interesting. What do you guys say in the chat? What do you say? What do you think is, I mean, I watching it back right now, I believe him. Yeah, it feels. Let's watch a little more. We're going to go through all of this stuff from beginning to end all over again, you guys.
Dinner time, she had, her favorite was tomato soup and grilled cheese sandwich for every day, like, because I was at work.
Mickey Mouse dinner is what
and
that's
the
called.
school, Hillcrest, was just up the street, because that's where I went to school when I was from 1 to 4. So it was just up the street, 10 minutes to get home, eat your lunch, one back within the hour in order to sing there. So.
And did Charlie live with you also?
No, he stayed with his mother.
Okay. Did you have to
You guys just watch me do that on the wrong screen.
I've never hit my children ever.
Okay.
I did shadow once when he was in the terrible twos, and I felt so bad because I grew up a tough love house. The same with my dad. Back in the old days, it's you do as you say or you get a beating. I wanted to break
Right,
that
Frankie.
cycle. My brother did too, because that's the way it was. Tough love.
Do you know if your wife Melissa ever did discipline you when you were at work or not around?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
She tried to, like, you're not going anywhere. You can't do that stuff. Like, because Melissa's 10 years younger, and Courtney was 10 years younger than her. So it was weird, actually. So, but, like, you're not my mom,
Yeah.
I hear that all the time and stuff like that. And yeah, and that's why I already know, because
So she was like
Shadow and Courtney
23.
both told their mom that, because she wanted to get remarried to Bob, and they said no. And that's why she hasn't been remarried.
Oh, hold up.
That's interesting.
Our kids ran our lives.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So sorry. All right, this one is not going public. I just decided I'm smoking a cotton candy wrap joint. Okay. He is talking like, if you hear him, he's not really like putting Joy down in this. But yeah, he's staying calm. And he's not putting Joy down. He's almost making it sound like a united front. But yeah, it was a bad divorce. But now I don't remember him saying the kids didn't want her to marry Bob. That's interesting. Why? Why not? Did they not tell him that they didn't want him with Melissa then? If Courtney hated Melissa so bad, or Melissa was so abusive and was so mean to Courtney, did they not tell their dad to not be with Melissa too? Like, I don't know. Yeah, I think so too, Zena. I think so too.
Well, it's the only two I have, so
The only two that you have? Okay.
Yes.
Did,
I had the $1 Million Family.
Nah.
How was Melissa and Courtney's relationship? I know it was rocky sometimes, but did they also?
It seemed like they got along, and then they get, a little tiff, like whatever. It seemed like it, because I worked all the time. I was an on-call serviceman for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning. So I was on call sometimes in the middle of the night,
Yeah.
40 below. I'd have to run out for 5-6 hours fixing rooftop units and stuff. Just like, yeah, okay.
He's nervous, but that's
people
okay.
in the friend group that had said Courtney had mentioned something about Melissa pushing her down a flight of stairs.
Okay, I'm just throwing this out there. We do notice the ruby pinky ring. That's something that back when Benny brought to my attention, and the symbolism of a pinky ring, right? So there is that. Not only that, but Zena probably knows. Locals speak. They say things about Mark, but there's people like there's people that say, they thought, maybe Mark was into some other things, or, he could, yeah, I don't know. Again, you don't know how much to really put into the small town gossip of things on people, right? Because that's just as fair as listening to the gossip of people on the YouTube streets, to be quite honest. You know what I mean? It's like a horrible game of telephone, and you don't know. But at the same time, it's good to hear what everyone says as well. They're all kin. Yeah. Family didn't help at all. They're all hot mess. That's true. That's true. They all got their shit. That's for sure.
At one point, have you ever heard that?
The only stairs we had was down to the basement, and that's unlikely.
Okay.
Because it was locked, because it was down, it was a dirt basement. So I don't believe that whatsoever. So, but kids tend to blow things out of it, or they blatantly lie. So, but I know Melissa, she didn't care for Melissa too much. Well, stepmom, she didn't even care for her mom at that time. She was very rebellious. Oh yeah, and she let it know. She was like me. She wasn't a quiet one.
Wait. We're watching Mark Struble back a little bit. What do you think?
Of Mark?
Yeah.
I don't think he had anything to do with his daughter disappearing.
Yeah. I don't. Albert as well. Right, so it's, yeah.
That's the age. And she's a Sagittarius, which I am, so I know it well.
No, she's had this god awful shriek that would make your ears bleed.
Okay.
So that's why I don't understand how she got taken, because that screech would make your ears bleed almost. It was just like, oh God, it carried for miles too.
So somebody would have.
All right, I'm going to keep it real with you, but listening back to that right now, what's going through my mind right now is shit. That right there does remind me a little bit of Don Wells. It does. Not enough for me to be like, oh, he killed his daughter and he's been keeping her hidden for 2 decades now. You know what I mean? No, just not enough. But I'm not going to lie to you about the little things that make me go, you know, to be fair. I mean, to be fair.
And she'd do it on purpose too, just to agitate me.
Like girls do.
Yeah.
So you think somebody definitely would have heard something?
Oh, definitely. If she was in the, but if you're on a, oh yeah, she had a very loud screech, like, oh my God, it was just, I miss it now though, but.
Go to Fabletics.com today and get 70% off every single thing. It's our biggest sale of the year.
So with Courtney wanting to leave her mom's and come and live with you and Melissa, that must have pissed Mom off.
Oh, I would imagine so.
Did that kind of cause a lot more friction than, you know?
Well, she didn't want to go to her mom's. Like, she wanted to go play with her friends because she didn't want to go to her mom's house. I made her on the weekends and stuff like that, or when the shadow came in and stuff, you know, but I made her go out on the week most of the time, but a lot of times she wouldn't go. So she wanted to be with her friends on the weekends. She didn't want to hang around with Mom and Bob. So
I can relate to that also. Now, I want to ask you, when I'm asking you these questions, have you handled your daughter's disappearance? Did you kill your daughter? And these are questions that you told me you can answer this.
Yeah.
yes, to the authorities, yes.
How does that make
Yes.
you feel?
Angers me, actually.
Yeah.
Like, listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth, or you just want to hear what you want to hear.
Yeah.
Like, I'm blatantly honest.
Do you have any questions? Am I missing anything?
No, not so much.
Like I said, I'm blatantly honest. I'll tell you how it is, whether it hurts your feelings or not, because it don't matter to me.
It matters to you. That's-
You weren't my friend before, you're not going to be my friend now, so what do I care? There's almost coming 9 billion people in the world. I can get friends anywhere.
So the other big thing is, and you already know, is your past record with some.
Yeah, I have to say too, Mark was one of the first people to reach out to me when he has the Google alerts go off his phone when his daughter's name is new in the feed. And so he got a hold of me right away. He wasn't the first one though. Within just a couple hours of me setting up or even speaking on Courtney, Nicole was the one blowing me up. But Mark was very close second. And, you know, listening back, like how he's just being so honest, you know what I'm saying? And he's right. Why would he come and talk to somebody like us if he's guilty now, after at that about a year ago? So 18 years have gone by, and then here we come, some small little YouTubers that are locals just picking up the case all of a sudden. Why would he do that? You know what I'm saying? So But then why would Nicole do that? Like, well, Nicole, there's a whole other reason why. It's because she's been the mouthpiece. She loves the attention. She, in my opinion, because I think she's guilty, I still do. She has to control the narrative, just like Tim Mullins, Dawn, Candace, Robin, all of the controlling of the narrative. That's very much Nicole. And that scares me. That's why I don't trust her whatsoever. I don't. It's different though with this, don't you think?
Altercation, I can't remember what year it happened. That's the paper you kidnapped.
I didn't kidnap her.
Okay, come on.
Well, I don't want her to talk about it because I did the crime. I did the time. I'm done with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, okay, let's see. I lost my family to a man who was, at the time when I heard, he wasn't even allowed around his own kids.
Mm-hmm.
She left, she told the kids she left me because of money, which was not true, because he was unemployed going to the Southeast Community College the same she was. So he was unemployed as well and couldn't find a job. So the lie's right there. I just, whatever, I don't care. You know, she's out of my life. Good riddance.
Okay.
I don't need that in my life. Like, I got enough problems, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Did you and Courtney's mom like fight a lot around Courtney? Like, was there a lot of?
It was at the last, there was a lot of friction. Like, I lost my family, and then I've been losing stuff steady for the last, God knows how many years. But I do have to say, my marriage did last 6 years. My brothers didn't even last 6 months.
Mm.
I know it lasted a year.
Yeah.
So basically for the last 17 years, and from everything I've gathered off the internet, even with talking to everybody directly, obviously it's Mark and Melissa are number one suspects.
Mm-hmm.
Did that happen from the beginning, like day one, or kind of when did that start happening?
It was mostly with Janet running her mouth off.
Oh.
She's got a very big mouth. Yeah, I know you did it. And then when I took my polygraph, she tried to say I failed. I says, it came back inconclusive. I contacted 3 lawyers. You either pass or you fail. Inconclusive means they didn't want it. They looked, oh, you passed, but we don't believe it, you know, pretty much. That's what the lawyers explained it to me. Because I talked to a lawyer from Merchant Law Group, which is a big lawyers.
So Janet is the Aunt Joy's sister that is the one who says she blocked me from the thing. The one who says I'm not focusing on Mark and Melissa enough. So she's very much honed in and has been the entire time on Mark. And if you also don't think that it's Mark and Melissa, apparently you get shunned out of the Courtney Struble pages. So there's that. If anyone else wants to go join and not tell who you are and feed me the info. No, just kidding. There's probably nothing on there. You know why? Because nobody else is talking about her but me. But let's block the person talking about her. That makes a whole lot of sense. All because I still think Mark is innocent. Fuck.
Because they take on government and everyone. Mm-hmm. And a commodity law firm, which he was our MLA for a while. And I think it was James Trobert at the time. It was a long time ago, though. So it's hard to say, but I contacted 3 lawyers about it because they were telling me this and that. And I said, well, I better find out what's what here. So I contacted these lawyers and they told me a lot different.
So it was from day one?
Pretty much.
He did it.
Yeah, because of my past, because I don't put up with anyone's garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a big fight going? Because initially they treated her like a runaway.
Yeah.
So was it a big fight to get you to get the police to start looking? No, she didn't run away. This is something.
Well, when my mom went, they said, oh, she'll come back when it's time to sign up for school. I said, what? Huh? You know, and then, you know, because when I got out after 4 years, my son didn't even recognize me because you seen my long hair, but I also had a big beard it was in braids too at the time too. So, because when I got out, I looked at my picture and I told the parole board and my caseworker, God, I look nasty. I wouldn't have let me out. And they just looked at me, just wow, just like, I guess I could have shaved and got a haircut for it, but it is what it is. So.
After this video, your life is never going to be the same. So I need you to stop whatever.
I think it might be.
Oh, okay, so how long did the police stay involved? After you called them right away, it was you?
I went, Thursday night, she stayed at Kendra's. So, but she asked me and I said yes, because we're packing up and everything, because she knew.
Yeah.
We're starting to pack up, but it was a temporary apartment until we could find something bigger. There was nothing to really rent, so we had to make do with what we had. So until we could find something bigger, and then was we were packing and getting everything. She came after I got off work Friday night at about 5, I guess. She was in the doorway. I didn't see Kendra, but whatever. I'm not too sure. She could have been outside because I was in the kitchen and the doorway was here and then the door outside the door, but she liked to stand in the doorway.
And she was just grabbing stuff to go back to Kendra's? Yeah,
she asked me if she can go spend another night at Kendra's. I said, yeah, we're moving, if you don't want to help or whatever, I don't, it would be, at least I know where you are and stuff like that, yeah.
So she was going to stay a second night?
Yeah, she asked me to stay a second night. And I said yes, because it would just been not so much trauma on her with the move and stuff like that. She knew where the new place was and stuff like that if she wanted to go there. She had a set of keys to both. So, because we gave her keys for the new place and she had keys to the old place because it's her home.
As far as you knew, what were the two girls going to get up to when they had their sleepover? Did you know about anything?
No, I knew nothing. I didn't even know she was dating. I would have came unglued. So that's that.
I believe that.
So
I believe
it
that.
was just supposed to be her and Kendra watching movies at Kendra's house or doing whatever girls do.
And her younger sister, Krista, or whatever. I can't remember her name. So
yeah,
it's been so long.
Okay. And so you knew nothing about Sam. They ended up going over there.
In her one diary, she wrote there, my dad found my diary and said this stuff, all that. And because I found her other diary when I was looking for pictures, I found her other diary.
This is bringing me back where you have the fake diary and then you have the real.
No, she wrote in there but there's pages tore out of it. And I said, where's the pages? Because she had it hidden in something. That's the only reason I came across it. And she didn't like living there. She wanted to go live with my mom and dad, grandparents. But if she thought I was strict and her mom was strict, ooh, grandma and grandpa are a lot more stricter.
Do you know, well, I know you know she wasn't even supposed to be at Sam's, but were you aware who all was in attendance at this veterinary party happening?
I never even knew she was there. As far as I know, it was Sam, Thomas, Courtney, from what I found out afterwards. Yeah.
And so Kendra was there?
Yes. See, I went there a couple of days later because I took a month and a half, almost 2 months off work because, I couldn't sleep, couldn't think.
Wait, hold up. Kendra was
I was a foreman of the welding shop and, I can't do my job. So, if there's, there was lots of times I was wandering the street 2, 3 in the morning, just pacing up and down, just got really good shape that year.
Have you ever heard about Nicole being there that night?
No, I haven't.
So that would be news to you.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know about the fire pit that's near there?
No.
Some people say it exists, some people say it doesn't.
I don't know nothing about it. Nicole got a hold of me saying the fire pit was out at the farm. I didn't even know Neil had a farm.
Oh. Yeah, an abandoned farm.
Well, I imagine so. He was a vet, but still. So.
weird that everyone's saying Kendra's lying about that, but there's something about that that's standing out to me, especially being a bit punished. And again, everyone, just all the other kids.
Back then, I'm pretty sure they would have had a carcass burn pit, or they would have took it out to the dump because they had a burn pit out there for carcasses for hunting season. Like a lot of hunters would take their carcasses, deer carcasses or whatever they game for the game, and they throw it in the pit instead of in with the Wildlife Federation where you put in your carcass there. Yeah, before they used to just throw it out there and burn them. It would stink for miles. Estevan was horrid. Oh, you remember that?
Oh, yeah, that's why it gets an awful smell.
Yeah, that was from the burn pits, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna stop like just drilling you and interrogating you, and if you can.
This is mild compared to what I'm used to from the police.
Yeah, but we're just looking for clarification.
Yeah,
Because there's already some stuff that I've caught. Like,
I'm Nick Nimmin, and I'm a StreamYard user. For the last 6 years,
I don't know. How we feeling? How we feeling about that? Hey, Ace. Really, Xena? Albert's interesting. Can't tag me. Oh. Well, why? Hold on. Why? Oh, maybe because my thing is private. So I have to add you as a friend. I thought I did. (2007). Okay. I don't know, you guys. I still believe Mark. I don't know. But again, as he said, Janet felt that I was being unfair to Nicole and the group of friends and that I wasn't focused enough on Mark. And as Mark just said, Janet has been narrowed in on him for, well, we're on 2023, y'all. And Courtney went missing in 2004. Yes, July 9th, 2004. Yes, yep. Oh, Ace, I'm actually ending this one, but we're going to be doing more. We're going to be doing more. I just wanted to get some opinions, but we're going to be doing it from the beginning. But I just wanted to get together with my members and see, because I held back Mark's arrest record and that he did 4 years for what he done. I am trying to find the articles. I have them somewhere so I can pull up the articles of exactly what he was charged with and all of that. But again, I just don't think that it, perhaps I'm stupid. Some people will think, well, how does it not? If for some people it might matter. Where were her children at the same said parties, Janet? Oh. See? Very good question. Didn't even think of that. Didn't even ask Janet about her own kids or their ages or whatnot. Sometimes, you make me just go, No, she doesn't. No. Wow. Well, I invite you to go back about a year or so, rewatch the stuff, retake the notes, because we're going to be digging back into this case. Yeah, because it just, she stays on our wall, she's right there. She's wait there. Wait. Right there. That's her. Right there. I've had that sign either on our fridge or on our wall since the day Mark gave it to me. Gave it to us. Yeah, Xena. I know. I've been trying not to out you, but yeah, I know. This one will stay private to the members, so don't worry. But yeah, publicly, we're going to be doing this together. So everyone put your heads together. Xena, I'm going to need to get that picture from you again, that new poster, because yeah, you know, maybe we should just, when it's nicer weather, we'll go out, girls and I and Mark, and you know, we'll put it out in the Facebook on the Estevan thing when we do that this spring, summer, and say if anyone wants to meet us and help hang the fires, meet us here, and we'll hand out flyers, have everyone hang up flyers, because it'll be interesting to see if the flyers go missing, which I heard they would. So will that happen again? That'll be interesting, don't you think? Squids. Hell yeah, do it. That'd be awesome. All right, y'all, that's all I'll keep you for this evening. I will be back tomorrow. Somebody sent me another case that they want me to kind of look into, and then there's a couple other things I want to chit chat about. And if you guys have other cases that aren't well known, because I'm tired of everyone just hopping on, I may be doing a couple lives about the murder trials and stuff, because yeah, I'm behind. But if they're going to open Steven's case again, and I'm sorry, I literally just this weekend, like, because Netflix had the documentary on this case, so I watched it and it pulled me right in. So yeah, I'm late, but better late than never, right? But yeah, if you guys have a case, members, that is maybe even local to you, that even if they got a little bit of attention or no attention, and the families are needing help, just a little search in your local areas and get the information to me, and let's shine some light on some missing kids or adults in your local areas, if you guys are up for that. If you want to help pick out the next case that we dig into, that'd be good. Can I take you on Facebook? I don't know how to. I think you can. I don't know how to do it either. Maybe just send it to me in my Facebook Messenger. I have that now finally on my phone. I got that back the other day. So I do have my Facebook Messenger. I'll fiddle around later. Hey, Bama. Oh, I was just saying goodbye, but I'll be back on tomorrow. I was going to shoot you a text today, but we had some running to do for the Girls of Citizenship, so I'll shoot you a text tomorrow. See how you're doing. All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging. I love you guys. Again, any cases that's local to you or near and dear to you that you don't think is gotten enough attention, or you would like just even some attention on, email me and I will start digging in. Yes, please do, Bama. Thank you, because I'm interested what you think. I am interested in your thoughts, so we'll chat tomorrow for sure. So the vibe I'm getting, you know, there's not a lot of us in here tonight, but that's okay, because it's not about the quantity ever, right? Quality always. So do you think that I mean, but how do you think people are gonna feel? You think that's gonna be fair, like, to Mark? You think too many people are gonna focus on that and just hone in on Mark again, and just say no, it's not the kids? Like, I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because it's the truth, and again, maybe I shouldn't have held it back. So whatever. Either way, I guess we got to do it either way, right? Yeah, we just got to do it either way. Whatever. It's this is how the YouTube streets work, right? Okay, squids. Oh, can you actually email me? I don't think I can't get I didn't give you my new number. Yep. Email me. I'll have to give you my new number. I can't get my other phone's still working. I just can't see the screen right now. I haven't. Yeah, it's a whole thing. But thanks for hanging, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I will see you guys probably tomorrow evening. But sometime tomorrow, I'll be live for the public. And I want to do another member live soon too. I like these little low-key ones a lot better. All right, enjoy the rest of your night, guys. Tomorrow's Friday. Love y'all. Bye.